Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Faiz. Today we are going to present on the case study of Avon Products Incorporation 2015. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Amina Bila binti Yusrini.
I'm Nodamia binti Muhammad.
I am Dr. Marisa binti Muhammad Khan.
And my name is Nafitra binti Mansur.
Okay. Then I would like to proceed to the first one, which is introduction. Okay. The first one is I would like to define about the corporate strategic management, which has been defined by the David and David 2015, where he said that the art and science of formulating, implementing, and evaluating cross-functional decisions that enable an organization to achieve its objectives, which means that a corporation needs to have a data in order to formulate a strategy for a company. The second one is Zainal, Ho and Wong 2010 defines that drafting, implementing, and evaluating cross-functional decisions that will enable an organization to achieve its long-term objectives is also a part of definition of CSM, which means that CSM actually focusing on the achievement of its long-term objectives, and the company needs to think about what strategy that they need to attain for a long-term period. The next one is history of Avon. Avon actually was established by David McConnell, who was a traveling book salesman in 1886. He actually unintendedly realized that his female customers were far more interested and attracted in the free perfume samples that were given as he offered between the sample of the perfume and his books. He then realized that he needed to do something with this situation, and actually he finally come out with the expansion of his business to a wide range of products, especially for women. Now, the business has created a lot of success, even though at latest Avon had to close its Atlanta distribution center in 2013 and is closing its Pasadena distribution center in 2014, as well as have a drop of revenue to 5% of 10.72 billion in 2012. Next, I would like to pass the floor to my friend.
Okay, for the first stage, the input stage, I will proceed explaining to the first element, which is key internal factors, which is IFA metric, which is consists of two, strengths and weaknesses. According to the David and David 2017, internal factor evaluation metric is the one way to formulate a strategy that reviews and assesses the strengths and weaknesses in the functional areas of business. IFE is providing a message to identify and evaluate a relationship among those areas. So the internal factor can be based on the different range range, which is weight at a different rating, which will be concluded at the weighted score. So for the range, it is based on industry, which is 0.0, it is not important, to 1.0, which is the most important. So the rating is based on the company. First, one is the major weaknesses. Second, rate 2 is for minor weaknesses. Rate 3 is for minor strength, and rate 4 is for a major strength. So for the strength of Avon product is I provided there are 5 strengths, which is the first one is Avon products implement direct selling method in order to attract the customer to purchase the products, which I rate it as a major strength. That weighted 0.15, which conclude to weighted score 0.60. And then the second strength is Avon product offer affordable price for its customers in terms of cosmetic, fragrance products, and other competitors, which is I rate it as 3. 3 is a minor strength, and it is weighted as 0.07. That I can be concluded that weighted score is 0.21. So the third strength is Avon products empowers women to be their boss and be independent and become leaders in the communities and business. I rate it as 4, a major strength, where
and their weight is 0.15. The weighted score is 0.60.
The fourth strand is Avon Ladies, the slogan, which is primarily used to advertise its product. I rate it at 2, which is 2 is represent a minor weakness. The weight is 0.06 and the weighted score is 0.12. The last strand is Avon also provide the training center for the Avon representative to learn about the product, which is I rate at a minor strength, which is 3. So for the weaknesses, there are 4 weaknesses that Avon face, which is the first one is Avon face poor and ineffective business strategy. I rate it at 3. Avon's management involved in a bribery matters. I rate it at 4, which is it is a major weaknesses. Major strength. The third weaknesses is the direct selling business model, as one in the USA, and the last one is negatively affecting such market implication as stock price, investor confidence in the firm, and high risk rating for the financial analysis. So I rate it as the minor weaknesses, which is 2. So the total weighted score is 2.60, which is exceeding the average of 2.50. So next is external factor evaluation, EFE matrix. EFE matrix is a strategic tool used to examine the company's external environments and to identify the availability, opportunities, and also threat. So the rating of the external metric is refer on how effectively the company's current strategy respond to the opportunity and also the threat. So the range is also is almost the same with the IFE. 4 means the superior response. Third is above average response. 2 is average response, and 1 is poor response. So based on the opportunity, there are 5 opportunity that Avon have, which is the first one is Avon products are empowering women around the globe by offering various women product, which is I rate it 4, which means there are the superior response to the product, woman product. Second one is the Avon Foundation for Women is established, focusing on 2 key causes, which are breast cancer and also domestic violence. So it is also rated at 4, which is the superior response. The weight 0.07, which is the weighted score is 0.28. Avon also launched a global fundraising to be channeled to women. I rate it at 3, which is above average response. Great opportunity for women to be employed and own the business. I range it at 3 also. And 10 annual New York Walk for breast cancer. I rate it at 3, which is the weighted score is 0.24. For the last one is threat, which is there is 3 threats that faced by the Avon product. The first one is L'Oreal has led the beauty industry, which offer 3 different segments. I rate it at 3, which is the above average response. The weight is 0.15. The total weighted score is 0.445. The second one is direct selling only acceptable in some countries, not in USA, which affect the profitability. I rate it at 2, which is average response. And the last one is customer and investor lost their confidence towards the product due to the 4 years pending legal problem that related to the industry. I rate at 3. So the total is 2.52. So the last element is competitive
profile matrix CPM, which is Avon compete with L'Oreal SA, Mary Kay, and Estee Lauder, which is Avon product score is the highest between these three products, which is 3.10. For the L'Oreal is the second highest, 2.78. For the Estee Lauder is the third highest, 2.38. And the last one is Mary Kay, 2.02. So Fitra will further explain on the second stage.
So before getting into a further explanation, so I'm going to explain what is a major stage. So major stage is a focus on generating feasible attractive strategies by aligning the key external and internal factors. So we can determine through SWOT metric, space metric, BCG metric, IE metric, and brand safety metric. So for our case study, our group choose a SWOT metric, which I will explain using the SWOT metric. So for the strength, that has been stated by my partner before. So the first one is direct selling. Avon has implemented the direct selling method in order to attract the customer to purchase food. As you can see, the direct selling grew about 20% between 2006 and 2012 into a $115 billion global market. So direct selling method means door-to-door sellings. So the majority of its sales came from the 6.4 million independent sales representatives in 110 countries. So for the second the second strength is that Avon product offer affordable price to its customer. So as we can see, for example, Avon has produced product names Avon Simply Pretty Shiny Liquid Lip Gloss, which only cost 90 ringgit, 19 ringgit Malaysia, which I think most people can afford to buy it. So the weighted score is 0.07 and the rating is 3, which is an average response by the firm. So the second strength is that Avon also empowers women to be their boss and sales representative. As we can see, one of the former CEO of the Avon product is a woman named Andrea Ju. And then majority of the employees are women, as they are more interested in the beauty product. So based on the input stage has been explained by my groupmate, the rating is 4, which is highest, which is the major strength of the company. So the fourth strength is that Avon use Avon ladies as their marketing strategy, which means that they sell beauty products, jewelry, accessories, and clothing, which more likely preferred by the women. So because of that, therefore the rating is 2, which is minor strength, because as they only focus on women, so men are not interested to buy their product. So the last strength is that it provides Avon product also provides a training center. So they have a classroom to teach about the products and sales technique to their sales representatives. So for the weaknesses, so there are poor and ineffective business strategy, as a direct selling method percentage of sales in USA is decreasing, even though their sales is increased in other countries, but therefore in USA they did not prefer the direct selling method used by the Avon products. As we can see, the weighted score is 0.09 and the rating is only 3, which average response, as business strategy is one of the important things that the company should implement. So it can negatively impact the company's sales if they tend to go for flashy strategies or traditional strategies or outdated ones. So the second is that the involvement in the bribery matters. So as you can see, beauty company Avon has been fined $135 million by the US Securities and Exchange Commission for paying out bribes and gifts to the Chinese officer. So the payment include the plane tickets for officials and expensive gift from Gucci and Tiffany. So because of that, the rating is 4, which is a major weakness of the company, as the shareholders show less interest or less confidence due to the company conflicts. So the third one is that the direct selling business has waned in the USA. Based on my slide, it shows only 1.2% growth in industry-wide beauty sales in 2012 compared to 2011, which means their growth is not quite good. So compared to USA, Avon obtains 85% of its revenue from outside the USA. So the weak score for these weaknesses is 0.06 and rated by 3 because the emerging country shows positive outcome. So the last weaknesses we can see that is negatively affecting such market implications, which means that investor only aims to maximize the profit. So if the number of investor is decreasing, it will affect the financial difficulty to the company as they do not have enough revenue to carry out with their business plan. So the next one is the opportunities and trade, which is the key external factors of the company. So I'm going to explain each point that has been explained by my groupmate in previous slide. So for the opportunities, they empowering women by offering various women products. So as you can see, they produce products such as cosmetic, fragrance, jewelry, skincare, and many more. So because of that, the rating is 4, which shows a highest rating response by a firm as people are more attracted to a beautiful things. And then second opportunities is that they has established a Avon Foundation for women, which the two key causes, which are breast cancer and domestic violence. So as we can see, Avon Products has launched a hashtag Embrace the Change to raise awareness on violence against women. So Avon Foundation for Women has surveyed 14,400 women in 50 countries to show their supported to these women, and they are willing to hear any the response on the victims. So the third one is they also launched a global fundraising, which is that they are contributing 50% of the sales of the Avon Purple Peace product up to $2,000 per year. So the Purple Peace charms of strength necklace is symbolize the hope, happiness, balance, peace, and clarity of mind. So the weight for these operatives is 0.05. So for the fourth one is that they also create opportunity for women. So for example, as you can see, Avon Products has established a training center for their representatives who are each independent sole proprietor running their own firm. So it means that they are encourage women to increase their incomes by their own self. So the last opportunities is that on the 10th annual New York Walk for the breast cancer, the hashtag that has been used is the hashtag Be a Breast Plan. Is another program that launched by our company which in the year 2015. So they are making pledge for women to openly discuss it and reminds them that the need for the exams and doctor visit. So they encourage women to be more open-minded and be more open-minded and to their problem instead of being aside from the citizens. So for the next is the threats of Avon products. So first they offer 3 different segments, which is the 3 different segment includes cosmetic, the body shop, and the dermatology. So the annual sales are $13 billion and the net income about $3.5 billion. What have I mentioned before? The 3 different segment is used by one of the marketing strategy of their competitors. So the second threat is that direct selling is considered as an outdated business model in USA. So it shows that USA citizens are not prefer their traditional method, which is using a door-to-door selling. So therefore the rating is 2, which is the minor threat, because even though the company in percentage of sales in USA is decreasing, but therefore it has a biggest advantage over their competitors as their stock price hit a 52-week high in the June 2013 at $24.13 billion in emerging countries such as Brazil. So the third is that the customer and investor has lost their confidence. As we can see, the CEO Jung has resigning over the global bribery investigation, which means that the company has a conflict between them, and the CEO also decided to resign from being responsible, and thus the investor lost confidence towards their business itself. So that's all from my part.
Stage 3 is the decision stage, where they have 6 methods of QSPM, quantitative strategic planning matrix. The first is map list of Avon key external and internal factor, where key external factors is include opportunities and threats, strengths and weakness. Secondly is assign weight for each key external and internal factors with 0.0 not important to 1.0 very important. The third is examine stage 2 matching stage and identify alternative strategies that organizations should consider implementing. The next is the fourth is determine the attractiveness score, AS. AS rate refer to value 1 until 4, where the 1 means not attractive, 2 means somewhat attractive, 3 means reasonable attractive, and 4 is highly attractive. The fifth step is compare the total attractiveness score, where it's called TAS, and they have a formula. The next is the compute the sum total attractiveness score, STAS. Okay, we can see the table for this QSPM. Sorry. The key factors. This is the opportunities, where the first is Avon product empower women around the globe by offering various women products. The sum of the task is 9.0, and then the second is the Avon Foundation for Women is established, focusing on 2 key causes, which are breast cancer and domestic violence. The task is 7.2, and the third is Avon also launched a global fundraising to be channels to women. The task is 6.3.
And the opportunities is a great opportunity for women to be employed and own the business. And 8.1, and the fifth is 10 annual New York Walk for Breast Cancer possesses the potential to further capitalize on brand recognition, which is partly of sustainability and philanthropy programs and operation, where the stars is 8.1. And for the trade is direct selling only acceptable in some countries but not in USA, where the stars is 7.2. And the second trade is customer and investors lost their confidence toward the product due to 4-year pending legal probe that's related to bribery. The stars is 8.1. And the strengths is Avon product implement direct selling methods. The stars is 9.0. And the second is Avon product offer an affordable price, 7.2. Avon products empower women, 9.0. Avon ladies primarily used to advertise its product, 3.6. And the fifth is provide training center, where is 7.2. The weakness is Avon face poor and ineffective business strategies. The stars is 8.1. And second is bribery methods is 7.2. And the third is negatively affecting such market implication as stock price, investor confidence in the firm, and high risk rating for financial analysis is 5.4. The decision the strategy to implement, which is the stars got rate for 9.0, the higher rate. So we choose the higher rates. That's the first is the decision is to empower more women around the globe by offering various women products. This strategy can increase profit for a company because the product will be more customers and consumer around the world. Avon companies also can expand the market to South Asia, Central Asia, and Africa, and also improve their product to compete with other competitors. The second is to improve and implement direct selling methods for Avon products in order to attract the more customer to purchase the product. For a successful direct sellers, in addition to treating himself and herself as part of business body to accurately reflect enterprise image and concept, it is more important to clarify and satisfy real customer needs through sincere and objective mind. This is also important spirit of direct selling, and is the reason why an excellent direct selling company stays strong in the market. And Avon company also must make more R&D, research and development, to be success and improve their direct selling methods. The third is to make Avon products empower women to be their boss and be independent and become leaders in the community and business. Avon product can increase level confidence for users, especially for women. This can make women be more confident to be leader, especially in a business field. Avon company also encourage more women to be agent and sell Avon products in their premise. This is a strategy that Avon provide for women to be independent and be more success. Okay, next slide.
Thank you to my roommates. Now I would like to give 3 best suggestions that we already choose based on the 3 stages and the conditions of the company. First of all, the first one is to select best method of selling. Of course, direct selling is a method that has been used by the company for ages. However, there are some weaknesses and disadvantages that has been presented by roommates. So, in order to address this issue, the company should take into account the country's economic conditions, social aspects, and emergence of IT, where it can be said that not all countries can adopt the same method. For example, Brazil itself shows very success revenue in using this direct selling method. However, it doesn't has the same method with other countries which has not successfully applied USA. So Avon should consider this method and try to come up with another methods in selling products. The second one is to take opportunity on men's involvement. Yes, it seems that men's involvement is not playing a big role. However, nowadays Avon products has attract also men's involvement in selling the Avon's product. This is because men can approach their female family members as a kickstart in order to introduce this product. And the third one is there is a very distinct weakness where Avon failed to appoint a COO into its organizational structure, which we know that COO is one of the very important position in the company itself. This is because when Avon fails to appoint a COO into the company's structure, the top executives cannot or fail to report for any activities to a COO, and instead of that, they will try to come with a report and give the report to the CEO instead. Also, CEO is the one who is responsible to come up with strategic plan and support the CEO's strengths and weaknesses. And I think these three is the best methods that we came out of. And with that, I would like to end our presentation with thank you.
And then